Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Sam and Max Season 3, Episode 5. Let us return to the game. So we had a couple of records we found. We've listened to two. Let's listen to the other two and see if they really do anything.
Flint Paper leaned back in his chair and poured himself another fifth of pineapple schnapps. He'd just killed a great white shark with his bare hands and was about to skin it to upholster another, different chair when she walked in. She was tall, real tall, and pretty too. Plus, she had two eyes, which were both locked on Flint.
So these records represent like fan fiction stories that Max has been thinking up. Which again I think is against Max's character. I don't feel like he could actually
Professor Robert von Ungwent
write
his
any of
ID
that
card
stuff
at the
in his
receptionist
head.
of the National Institute of Historical Science. The Professor von Ungwent, hissed the receptionist, world-famous expert in pre-industrial farming implements? Thank God you've come! Suddenly, in walked Dr. Daniel Deliniment, head of the Institute's Ancient Mysteries Department. Robert, you may be my arch-rival and nemesis, but only you can crack the code of the cotton gin.
Yeah.
This must be for Max's inner monologue.
Still analog, for the warm, rich sounds you can't get from digital.
Robert turned the crank one last time, and the ghost of Zachary Taylor slowly faded away. Remember what's on the 14-cent first-class airmail stamp from 1922, the Spectre drone before disappearing? The St. Louis Arch, screamed Sophia in excitement. That means we finally solved the mystery. Robert shook his head sadly and spat. No, Sophia, it means you are the long-lost clone of Betsy Ross, and a traitor!
I don't think we're gonna get anywhere with that, but that is interesting. If you use it, again, you get more dialogue.
Professor Robert von Ungwent flashed his ID card at the receptionist of the
How
National
much of
Institute
this
of
did they
Historical
record?
Science. The Professor von Ungwent?
Maybe it just has two different
world-famous
things.
expert in pre-industrial farming
Let's just
implements?
use the tube
Thank
and go
God
down
you've
to the
come.
feet. We haven't been there yet.
In walked Dr.
Looks like some kind of exercise room?
Oh, hey Sam. I think I found the manual override for the leg controls here. I had to rewire some of the nerve endings, but now all I have to do is walk on this treadmill and we can make Max walk wherever we want.
Great work, Sybil. That's about the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
What was that?
I didn't say that out loud. Consecrated Kreskin on a communion wafer. She's reading my mind.
I'm not reading your mind, Sam. The brain must be broadcasting your thoughts or something. Just ignore it so we can get to work. Come tell me when you're ready to start moving.
That's a weird twist. Let's use the anatomical chart.
Visible Max. Well, that's convenient. There's a You Are Here marker.
Let's use the
The
practice
sparring
dummy.
dummy inside Max is in a lot better shape than the one on the outside. He has already ripped out the intestines, though. That's awful cute.
Free weights.
3 weights?
They're only free while supplies last. I'm kidding, of course. Sleep.
Medicine balls. Come on, Sam, you're inside Max's body. They're medicine balls. Think. Think. Nope, I got nothing.
Carbohydrates, enzymes. Let's take that.
Max has really got to cut down on the carbs. I always suspected Max was using performance enhancers.
So, in theory, I guess we could just use the treadmill. We know where we want him to go. Is there nothing more to it than that? Tube to the brain, tube to whatever the box is there. Let's use the
I could put in
treadmill.
a few hours on this thing, no problem. Starting next month, at the latest. I'm just too busy with work right now.
Don't worry about it, Sam. I've got it all under control. Just give me the signal and we're good to go.
See, that just seems too convenient. That all of a sudden she can read your mind. And we were set up at the beginning of this game to say that somebody was gonna betray us. I would
I'm
suspect
finally seeing it in person.
that
This must be where Max keeps his junk.
Nah, that's a couple of stories down.
There's got to be something in
maybe
here to take my mind off
Sybil
Sybil's
and
condition.
Yogg-Sagoth are both hallucinations and not real. The ant farm. This is like all junk from The Office. Oops, diabetes. Let's see, filing cabinet.
Ever since he became president, Max has had to carry his birth certificate and all his dental records with him at all times.
To prove he was born in America?
To prove that he was actually born.
Sock.
It's Max's gigantic money-filled sock. I thought he was lying about that.
You're just too cynical. That's the kind of change I can believe in.
Let's see. Employee handbook.
It's the Freelance Police Handbook for Racial and Cultural Sensitivity. The commissioner gave it to us because he said we keep reducing people to obvious stereotypes.
Yeah, you know how those British Columbians are.
Yeah, but the commissioner's one of the good ones.
What else can we click on? Spare cable.
Hey, it's a big nest of spare audio-video cables. These are just what I need for... Well, that's about the worst thing that could have happened.
So I'm wondering
Whoops.
if Sybil got turned
Is
into...
that our old roach farm? No way. I'd forgotten all about that.
I wonder if Sybil and
Looks
Yogg-Sagoth
like
are actually trapped
it is.
somewhere and
One
they're
of the
not
eggs is about to
the
hatch.
people we're actually talking to.
It's beautiful.
Huh?
Now I am, little champion. Now I am.
So can we free it with our gun? Our most useless item always.
Senseless vandalism has its place, but this isn't it.
Car bomb game.
That old game is from when we were going through our self-conscious, edgy, politically incorrect phase.
Yeah, when did that stop, anyway?
I'll let you know as soon as it does.
Bucket of fish.
Ah, I remember that old bucket of fish. Ah, things were so much simpler back then.
Really? Because I remember them being a lot more complicated.
Well, it was a different kind of complexity.
And a lot longer, too. Plus the voices were...
Okay, Fake Max, we get it.
They're talking about the original games. And maybe the original games were more complicated, but it definitely was a different type. They're right. Let's see. Balloons?
Baby shower balloons. Once I show these to Sybil, she'll definitely be... Max's brain is really starting to chap my hide. Curse my lack of suction.
There we go.
What's happening?
I'm freeing you.
Hang on.
Help me!
Whoops. Oh well, any cockroach foster son of mine is plenty resilient enough to survive a good vacuuming.
Hey, watch it!
So we got a cockroach now. What was that supposed to be for?
Ouch!
So it doesn't look like there's much else there. Do we have the cockroach? Yes.
It seems like only yesterday I watched him hatch, which is odd considering it was only a few hours ago. Don't worry, Sam Jr. Your foster paw will take care of the Max apocalypse with no problem.
Who's worried? I'm a roach. I can survive a nuclear winter.
So let's use this tube to the brain, and then go to the arm. And then I think we will have seen everything, because we've already been to the stomach. And the door to the brain there is not going to let us in. So, AV cables might work here. But we need to probably do something here in the arm. I would think we need to do something. Pinball, pool.
Another party member! Oh, this is gonna be the best campaign ever!
Ah, there you are, Sam. Paperweight here believes he's found a way to control the creature's arms.
Yes, we are standing on a network of neurotransmitters, and by forming biogenic connections between them, we can relay electrical impulses from dendrites in the brain to muscle
The
tissue in the
short
person.
version, Poindexter.
I can step on these shapes to control the arms.
Great, let's get to it
Interesting.
so we can pick up huge stuff.
You'll have to activate the manual override first. The impulses come through that machine over there.
Axon. There's a game called Archon that I bet that's spoofing.
Maybe I should get on the board and you guys read off the instructions.
Well, I do have something of a bad back.
Nonsense. Paperweight's going to need all of my tentacles and various other appendages to have any hope of finishing this game.
Neon Max.
Max's kidneys kept trying to get rid of that sign, but finally let him keep it as long as it wasn't in the living room.
Pool table.
Billiards.
That's it? You're looking at a pool table inside Max's body and you're not going to make any of the obvious jokes?
Sorry, I already used up my quota for the year on our first case.
Well, it doesn't seem like we can go anywhere else. There's a television here.
The TV reception's much better down in the intestines because Max spends so much time laying cable.
Bookshelf.
It's a bunch of whimsically outdated board games. And Galactic Despotic Dominion, the extended edition.
Oh, that's an epic game of interstellar conquest with 7,000 highly detailed paintable miniatures. A single game can last your adolescence.
What are the rules?
Oh, it's simple. First, you assign a color to every player. Then you shuffle the draw deck and the discard deck, dealing 8 cards counterclockwise, starting with the player who most recently had his wisdom teeth removed. Then you choose a technical proficiency.
Sounds like 10 barrels of fun.
Sam, stay awake!
Don't be fooled by his fiendishly boring schemes.
Almost fell asleep there. So let's play at the pinball if we can. We can't? Oh, that's no fun. I love pinball. Let's play at the arcade machine then.
Max has got some nerve.
I wanna play!
Wait your turn, Fake Max. It's time to watch a master at work. This is pretty much the worst video game I've ever played.
You have to read the command off the screen, Sam. I cannot see it from here.
Left leg brass knuckles.
Let me know if you need extra appendages, Paperweight. I have tentacles to spare.
I guess the brain has stopped trying to work against us. I was concerned since we're so close to the speech center.
This is going to be easy.
See, so right hand pistol.
Left foot bacon. Wait a second. I didn't say that.
Got it. Are you sure that was right? Perhaps you should try again.
This is going really loud. Keep listening to what I say.
He's screwing me up. Left foot bacon. So we gotta figure out if it says the opposite of what we say. So we... right hand flail, I bet, is the right one. That would make right sense. Or was it right foot pistol? I think it was, maybe it was right foot pistol.
Left leg brass knuckles.
Will do. Are you reading that correctly?
Now he's touching.
The brain definitely isn't using psychic controls against me, that's for sure. Please, let's continue.
Let's try left-hand bomb.
Right foot bullet.
If you say so.
Ah, now we're getting somewhere.
No, it's my turn now.
We will need to complete 2 more circuits to activate the manual override.
So this should be right-hand bullet, I bet.
Left foot pistol.
Got it!
This is just like the final boss battle against Agamemnon in Ultra Shining Quest 2, where you have to use your holy katana 3 times against his exposed other sack to complete the ritual of quickening and...
Don't listen to him, Sam. Stay awake and stay the course.
Let's see if we can figure this out again. So it's gonna be right foot flail, it's gotta be.
Left hand brass knuckles.
Almost there!
Smashing job, Sam.
Finally!
Right hand brass knuckles.
Roger that!
What have you done, Sam?
The arms! They are spasming out of control!
I've been hit. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Error. I'm so caught up in you. Error.
Oh no! The radioactive brain core is exploded!
Your head will collapse, and there's nothing in it. And you'll ask yourself, who let the dogs out?
Yes, a dentist chasing you with a hatchet, being loaded into the car for a trip to the vet. Oh, delicious.
Sam, you must wake up!
What happened?
I must protest. I was savoring a most delectable nightmare.
The radiation is too dangerous for you, Sam. You pass it out.
Evidently, Paperweight and I are immune. Looks like you're stuck with me for another 100 years, eh, Paperweight?
Yes, my master.
We'll go back and resume our studies, but you must find someone else to operate those arm controls.
Oh no, Sam Jr. Are you okay, little guy?
Hello? I'm a roach. We can survive anything.
So much attitude. Must be hitting his teen years. Who do I know who's immune to radiation?
The roach to the arm.
Okay, Sam Jr. I want you to make me proud and operate those arm controls.
I'm on it.
Seems a little repetitive since we already accomplished it.
That didn't take long. What happened?
I never learned to read.
Don't worry about it, little guy. But now I've got to find somebody who's immune to radiation and literate.
Oops. Can we use the tentacles?
I'm pretty sure these tentacles aren't normal for Max.
Can we make the audiobook version work with the bug?
I raised this roach from a grub. I'm not ready to lose him so soon.
Let's use
Would
the
you
television.
look at that? You guys must be immune to radiation. How about you go in there and help us control Max's arms?
Your situation is quite hopeless, Sam. Best to accept the warm embrace of nuclear holocaust and leave this planet to the insects.
Jeez, look who forgot to take his antidepressants this morning.
Nothing but static. I guess there's nothing around Max right now worth hearing.
But there's no way to talk to Sybil and convince her to start walking yet. Yeah. What if we put this here?
I love Sam Jr. like a daughter.
Hey!
But I'll admit he's an acquired taste.
Corn dogs. Wait. Madre de Dios! La cucaracha! We must gather delicious cockroaches for the host!
So now he wants to eat cockroaches. Does that mean we are now moving to some place where there's a bunch of cockroaches?
Neat.
Nothing but static. I guess there's nothing around Max right now worth hearing.
We can't go to the arm, we were just in the stomach. Let's go back to the feet. Let's talk to Sybil.
Hiya, Sybil. God, she's huge.
What was that?
I didn't say anything. What is she carrying? A baby or a yak calf?
Excuse me? Are you calling me fat?
Fat doesn't cover it. Come to think of it, a circus tent wouldn't cover it.
I'll have you know that I am carrying the miracle of life, the promise of a new generation, and the affirmation of hope. What's your excuse?
Tell me about the mind reading.
It's not my fault, Sybil. The brain is broadcasting my thoughts.
Maybe it's better this way, now that I know what you really think.
No, it's twisting my thoughts. I think you're just as lovely as the day I met you. Don't think that. Don't think that.
So this is the puzzle. We have to think and outthink. It's the telepathic ability.
Can't you see what's happening, Sybil? The brain is trying to turn us against each other.
Maybe you're right, Sam. We should work together.
But not too close together, because her gravitational pull could flatten me like a pancake. I think what you're doing is a really wonderful, beautiful thing, Sybil. As long as I don't have to see your mutant human statue offspring. It's very noble of you to bring a new life into the world and usher it to greatness. Or at least usher it into a dark basement or a carnival freak show to live out its freakish existence unseen by normal people. I'm not helping, am I?
Nope.
I've changed, Sybil. I totally get the whole parenthood thing now.
You do?
Tax deductions.
Nice. I don't think you understand at all.
No. don't think he does.
Why don't you hop on that treadmill?
Oh, so you're not even trying to be subtle with the fat comments anymore.
Come on, Sybil. It's going to take all of us working together to save Max. And by the looks of it, you could be doing the work of 5 or 6 of us at least.
Ugh! You just don't understand what I'm going through, bringing new life into the world.
Well, getting her to help is turning out to be at least as painful as giving birth. Come on, Sybil, use the treadmill, for Max's sake.
For Max's sake, how convenient. It has nothing to do with my losing weight.
Well, a few dozen pounds couldn't hurt.
Ugh, men. You just don't understand what I'm going through.
After all the great work you've
So
done
do we just
rewiring the
keep
treadmill,
doing the
you should be the
treadmill?
one to operate it.
Well,
I hope she doesn't break it. Never mind.
Alright.
See you around, Sybil. Maybe I can find something to make her less hysterical.
ugh, can you believe this guy?
I find the entire situation to be very contrived and misogynistic.
Let's talk
Got
to...
any bright ideas, Fake Max?
No time for talk, dog man. It's time to move, move, move! Gotta feel that burn so you can get a good night's sleep.
Max has really got to cut down on the carbs. I always suspected Max was using performance enhancers. The sparring dummy inside Max is in a lot better shape than the one on the outside. He has already ripped out the intestines, though. That's awful cute.
So what I'm thinking here is we need to probably play this record in the brain, and then maybe that will stop broadcasting my thoughts that way. That's my thought, at least. Kind of makes sense.
Knutschluck was 13, and his body was going through a strange transformation. Hair had begun to pop up in weird places, and a line of razor-sharp quills had sprouted along his spine. Why so sad? Asked Paco. These changes are perfectly normal for an Inuit your age. I know, sobbed Knutschluck, but I was hoping for leathery bat-like wings.
Seeing that, I think, is the right result we're looking for.
Knutschluck glanced back to see his igloo engulfed in flames. The muffled screams of the Zebulon invasion force still barely audible over the intermittent explosions of propane tanks. As he held the Eye of Zinthar aloft and watched the sunlight reflected off the sparkling souls trapped inside, Knutschluck realized he had become a man. He plunged the sword of judgment into the still twitching body of a Zebulon drone. Today has been a good day, thought Knutschluck.
So let's just keep it playing, I guess.
Sybil says I don't know what it's like to be a parent. I'll show her, won't I, Sam Jr.?
Then sat down on the one patch of ice not covered by walrus intestines. Why so sad? Asked Paco, his faithful deer tick companion. It was a clean kill. I know, sobbed Knutschluck, but there was no one here to see it. Knutschluck was 13, and his body was
So
going
there's
through a
three
strange
things
transformation.
there.
Hair
And we have
began
to do
pop up
something
in
with Sam
weird places,
Jr.
And a line of razor-sharp
I
quills
guess.
had sprouted along his...
Now craving. How you doing, little guy?
I actually like it better than the inside of your jacket. No offense.
My doctor says I sweat a perfectly normal amount for a dog my size. Sybil says I don't know what it's like to be a parent. I'll show her, won't I, Sam Jr.?
So maybe I just go and show Sam Jr. to her, and that's all I really have to do. Interesting. Feels like we've sort of kind of solved 2 puzzles here, but not quite. Show this to Sybil.
What is that? A roach? Ugh, gross.
Well, I never.
Don't give it to me, Sam. Take it outside and kill it.
Don't listen to her, Sam Jr. The mean lady is on heavy medication and doesn't know what she's talking about.
Wait a second. You really do care about that roach, don't you?
He's the promise of a future generation. Not that you'd ever understand.
I think I underestimated you, Sam. You really do have the heart of a parent.
And a real parent, not keeper of some half-statue freak show.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Let's get moving and save Max!
Hallelujah, Sam Jr. Now that we've motivated our fellow Lifebringer, we can control Max's legs and haul his terrifying bulk across the length and/or breadth of the city.
Game saved. And we've got a whole new mechanic, it seems like.
Sam, I'm picking up an unusual spike in brainwave activity from Max. Are you trying to take control of him?
Apparently, yes I am. We'll figure out what that does next recording. Yeah, it seems like we're making progress. Again, feels like we solved half of the puzzle there. We'll see where we can go and what we can do next time. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.